Yo, what's up? This is definitely an interesting topic. I've talked to people about this topic and just how I feel about it. Me personally, I don't support the whole surgery thing, getting your body done thing. It's like people don't really accept themselves no more and want other people to accept them. And it's like that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. Like people don't even want to be their own skin color. You got people fully tan in their skin, don't want to be black, don't want to be white, don't want to be, and I ain't trying to really get too much into it because I know people could care less. You feel me? Um, if y'all would ask me what's my preference, I would just say like all natural. I don't want none of that fucking big ass eyelashes like this and nah, nah, like all that. Cause once you start doing all that and the fake ass and the fake titties and the, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. But this topic is Lil Kim, the sad truth about her plastic surgery, physical abuse, and bullying. Um, I know a little bit about it. I heard a little bit, just a little bit, about some reasons why she may have done it. I heard she was getting cheated on, and the guy was going for I think like white girls or something like that, or something to that nature. But so I can correct myself without further ado, we're gonna get straight into this video.
You could write any kind of lyrics, talk about anything. Why so much sex?
Internet bullying is something that really needs to stop, you know. At the end of the day, you know, us celebrities have it worse.
Lil Kim was born on July 11th, 1974 in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, New York. As a child, Kim was sent to a well-established Catholic school, Queen of All Saints in Brooklyn, in an attempt to provide a stable learning environment, but stability was lacking after her parents' marriage broke up when Kim was 8 years old. Linwood, a former military man, reportedly began to use physical violence against his wife. Kim told the Washington Post in 2000 that she remembers her mom having black eyes, and that her father told people she had fallen. In a 2000s interview with Newsweek, Kim reminisced about the way her father criticized her from the time she was very young. "It was like I could do nothing right," she says. "Everything about me was wrong. My hair, my clothes, just me." That set up a pattern for her future relationships with men. "All my life, men have told me I wasn't pretty enough, even the men I was dating, and I'd be like, well, why are you with me then?" she winces. "It's always been men putting me down, just like my dad. To this day, when someone says I'm cute, I can't see it. I don't see it, no matter what."
I'm gonna just save it. I'm gonna just save it. So please stay to the end to hear what I gotta say. I'm telling you, it's very meaningful. Stay to the end, please.
Anybody says. Kim moved with her mother and brother to the suburb of New Rochelle, NY, where some girls in their new all-white neighborhood
New
teased
Rochelle,
Kim
where that's
because of her
at? I
skin
heard of that
color.
before.
Ruby May
I
struggled for
know that. I
money
think that's
and,
in New York,
unable
but
to support her family, eventually granted Linwood custody of their 2 children. Linwood remarried, though his relationship with Kim soured irreparably only after she began dating boys at the age of 13. According to Kim, he became verbally abusive, and their relationship took a violent turn. One day, Kim stabbed him with a pair of scissors.
oh,
When I was 15 years old, I was kicked out of my house. So I was on the street. I was basically homeless. I was forced into doing things that I didn't want to do. You know what I mean? Like, dipping and dabbing with guys that was selling drugs and doing all other types of stuff. And
In the following years, she sometimes lived with neighbors or with elderly men who provided her with housing and food. She worked in department stores, following in the footsteps of her mother, who worked at Macy's and ran errands for drug dealers. She also hinted that she had been sexually assaulted, although she never named her abuser. The girl wanted to become a rapper from a young age, and she finally got lucky.
What's up, big mama?
What'd you just call me?
Big mama.
Kim studied at the Sarah J. Hale Vocational School in Brooklyn and then at the Brooklyn College Academy. Her future rival Foxy Brown also studied there. By the time Kim met Christopher Wallace, better known as Biggie, at the age of 17, she had completely given up on her education. Wallace was a couple of years older at 19, a small-time drug dealer on his way to hip-hop superstardom as the notorious B.I.G. They met accidentally on a street corner, after which Kim freestyled for Biggie. In 1992, Wallace signed a contract with Sean Puffy Combs' label Bad Boy Entertainment. In addition to his solo career, Wallace organized the hip-hop group Junior Mafia, which included several of his childhood friends. Lil' Kim became the only female member of the group. Under Wallace's leadership, Junior Mafia released a number of singles, and in 1995, the debut album Conspiracy. With the single Player's Anthem, Lil' Kim was introduced to the world.
Watch my niggas back, nines in the stores, Glocks in the bags, Max and Mini Marcus get.
And a little later released her debut album Hardcore, which became extremely successful in sales and was doing pretty good numbers.
Stone sets, I got my own baguettes, and I'll be doing things that you won't regret. Little Kim the Queen.
I know this gonna get copyright claim.
Her image
It's
was
cool,
built
though.
on her sexy appearance, which is why she attracted the male audience. And do you know whose idea it was? Biggie's,
Biggie.
of course. He wanted her to show off her beauty at 100%. He encouraged her to cultivate a lascivious style, which was later dubbed gangsta porn rap, which rubbed the infamous C. Dolores Tucker the wrong way, since she wanted to abolish gangsta rap, vulgarity, and so on.
I want you to, be sure, I feel that you're too young to be having sex. You're too young to be listening to my music too. But if you're gonna listen to it, make sure you do the right thing. Don't go out and have sex for the wrong reasons. And if you do...
And Biggie was not only her mentor, but also her boy.
What's crazy is her saying that a lot of female rappers won't say that today. They won't say that today. They won't put that message out. They rap in the same way, but they won't sit down like this and give out that same speech. They definitely won't at all.
Boyfriend,
And if they do, trust me, it's not genuine.
it was at this time that Biggie meets Faith Evans and marries her
if
after
it was, they
only
would've
8
been did it.
days. They continued to work together, although it was very difficult to keep calm.
You calling a bitch, nigga? You wasn't talking that shit when you was eating my pussy the other night.
Oh my God.
So I was like, no, tell him to ask his girlfriend.
But that wasn't the end of it. One of the worst altercations between Lil' Kim and Evans was when she caught her and her husband together in a hotel room. Here's what Faith Evans wrote in her autobiography. I got to Big's bedroom door, turned the knob, and went inside. As soon as I saw a small lump next to Big's large frame, I flew into a rage, ran over to the side of the bed, and pulled back the covers. I grabbed some chick out of the bed and started beating her ass. At some point, the chick's wig came off in my hand. It was a short, cropped wig. I stopped throwing punches for a minute to get a good look at the chick I was beating up. It was Lil' Kim. She was completely butt naked, yelling as I pushed her around the room.
Oh, makes sense. It makes sense. When they put this in the movie Notorious, I just thought they was trying to like say that was some random female that was getting beat on like this. I didn't know it was her. Damn. See, this is why I love to react to videos like this. We all learning something. I'm learning
Big
something.
sat up in bed and pointed at Kim, who was standing in a corner of the room, trying to cover her naked body with her hands while I was still yelling at Big. Yo, get her out of here, Big said. They led Kim out of the room and she screamed and cursed the whole way. When Kim and Evans first met, Evans only assumed that the two New York rappers had a working relationship. However, everyone in Big's circle knew what was going on behind the scenes. In 1996, the Lady Marmalade rapper was pregnant with Biggie's child. However, she had an abortion because she knew that the relationship was not conducive to bringing a child into the world. Kim has admitted that she and Biggie had a violent relationship.
Phone's on like this. I'm like, yeah, you know that. Boom, my headphones on. And we started fighting, and we tore the plaques off the wall and everything. And he choked me out in the elevator, so I passed out.
Kim revealed that for a long time, violent men attracted her. Biggie was killed, and it was difficult for her to get over that loss.
Biggie was the type of person to motivate you. He always wanted you to, anyone to succeed.
She even stopped making music for a while, but later returned.
That he could just be on top, and I want to be on top again.
Right.
In June of 2000, the long-awaited album The Notorious K.I.M. was released. The album immediately debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200 chart and sold 3 million copies worldwide. Thus, the album became one of the best-selling rap albums of that year.
He asked me if I'd be his date for the prom, and he'd buy me a horse, a Porsche. If I was you, I'd hate me too. Louis Vuitton shoes and a whole lot of boots.
And despite some positive moments of her popularity, in 2001 an incident happened that changed her life completely. Since 1996, she had a feud with Foxy Brown, and it all ended up in a shooting in 2001 near the Studio Hot 97 in Manhattan. Shots were fired after Lil' Kim gave an interview to the radio station. One person was injured and the second was severely injured. When it came to court, Kim told the grand jury that she knew nothing about the fact that 2 people from her entourage, her manager Damian Butler and another man, Suv Jackson, were present at the time of the shooting. But surveillance photos show Butler opening the door for Kim, with witnesses linking her to both men, who pleaded guilty to weapons possession that night. As a result, in March of 2005, Kim was found guilty of perjury and conspiracy before a federal grand jury. "I thought it was the right thing to do, but now I know it's wrong," Kim said, with tears in her eyes before the...
Hold up, if you watched it this far, I think I forgot what it was. What's perjury again? Somebody comment in the comment section, let me know.
Sentencing. On July 6, 2005, she was fined $50,000 and sentenced to a year and 1 day in prison, and Butler was jailed for 12 years. Lil' Kim's 4th album, The Naked Truth, was released in September of 2005 while she was still incarcerated. Some fans have called this release the greatest female rap album of all time.
I come from Bed-Stuy, but you can see the two of they gon' die. Gotta keep the ratchet close. In the club, we sippin' Dom P, sitting lovely.
Now it's time to discuss her plastic surgery and why she got it done. As we said earlier, she was bullied for her appearance, developing an insecurity. In 2005, she went on a radio show and explained that she had her nose broken during a physically abusive confrontation with an ex-boyfriend whose name is MarsWrld Hardy. They dated for only 1 year between 2002 and 2003. Kim told the listeners that she, like many other women, had been a part of a violent relationship that left her with a broken nose, black eyes, all that stuff. The New York native revealed that she had to fix her nose not once but multiple times. Every time she'd go through a procedure and come back to her boyfriend, he'd hit her again and send her reeling into a tangle of insecurities and self-loathing. It's not just her face that was damaged as a result of these brutal attacks. Kim had to undergo multiple MRIs because he beat me up so bad I couldn't even move. She also suffered from blood clots in her back.
You're a fucking thief. You're fucking white. You have no melanin, bitch.
Kim was so tired of lying about her injuries, pretending they were an allergic reaction, and burying her bruises in makeup, that she thought it would be better to get professional work done and wipe out those physical markings for once and for all. I kind of prayed the whole time. I didn't know what to do, and it has a lot to do with my maturity too. It's been times
I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even faking it. Hearing that makes me fake emotional, because it's like, damn, I thought she'd, like, I'm just lost for words for her, because, like, she did that shit because of physical abuse. Like, I thought she did it just because, like, people saying certain shit from her from young. I thought she did it because of that. Like, finally got some money and decided to just go get work done like other people do. But she actually had, like, you know, physical abuse done to her to the point where she felt like she had to get it. years later, she's still got surgery. So I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure he gonna explain it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Music Vibe. He definitely locked in.
I was in the car with my ex-boyfriend and he punched me in my face and I was bleeding all over the car. The doctor had to fix my nose because it was almost shattered.
You guys help me to get through everything as well, and y'all make me want to keep going.
The trauma
That
led
shit
her to start her
really makes
charitable
me
organization, Lil Kim
emotional,
Cares,
bro.
which does extraordinary work in raising awareness and funds for issues such as homelessness, child neglect, and violence against women. She's also keen on showing that just because she's a celebrity doesn't mean that she doesn't go through the same trials and tribulations as anyone else suffering from abuse. Like any other survivor, she has to muster up tons of courage to leave a toxic environment and learn to love herself again. Let's check out some of her singles, as well as her new album 9, which she put out in 2019.
That good pussy make a nigga come fast. Then I let him use my face as I come round. Like me 7-Eleven, working all night, 24/7. Fuck the FBI, only come. Nastiest one, yeah. Go and do it, y'all know vintage 40, yeah. More Balmain than Olivia.
Her voice still sound the same.
What's up with
I
her
could give it
now?
that.
She plans to release her biopic, she plans to continue releasing music, and Cardi B wants to collab with her. As for her family life, in 2014, she gave birth to a baby girl from Mr. Papers. She made amends with her father in 2012, with whom, as you already know, she had a pretty complicated relationship after it became known that Linwood had Alzheimer's. She took him into her home and began to take care of him. In 2019, Lil Kim wrote that he had died. I recommend you check out the next video about what happened to the members of Bad Boy Records. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I'll see you soon.
Ooh. Ain't gonna lie, this was a dope video. Shout out to Music Vibe. I don't even know if he got any social media. I wanted to thank him once again. I did that in like the comment section of one of my videos. He definitely got some dope videos. I just want to say, if you're thinking about surgery, get it. Like, just don't get it. Appreciate yourself, because if you don't appreciate yourself, how is somebody else gonna appreciate you? You know what I'm saying? With that being said, once again, shout out to Music Vibe. Appreciate all the support. You know, that was very, very heartwarming for me, for you to have, you know, nice following, which is 60K subs, and still comment on my video. That's definitely support. That's definitely love. That definitely shows that I'm, you know, doing something right. You know, we growing each and every day. And I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. Mars fam, we gonna keep on growing. We soon start streaming. We soon start getting into other ventures. But right now, I just want to build this channel up to the best of my abilities. And with that being said, love y'all, and we'll catch y'all in the next video.